I was trained for about 2 to 3 years in one of the most prominent prayer ministries in the world. My mentor was one of the elders in that ministry. He was entrusted with preparing prayer points for every kind of issue. That's where I learned that prayer is the first line of defense, and that knowledge from experience is your greatest arsenal, and that discernment, rooted in alignment with the divine, that's God, is the sharpest tool. When I was younger, I had two prayer requests. The second was the spirit of discernment to precision. But what I didn't realize then was that when you ask for this gift, life itself becomes a teacher. My education began with one of the worst judgment calls, you know, decisions that attract very people that would train me in discernment. And when I say the right people, I mean people who will hurt me in ways I never imagined, in career, in business, in the community and beyond. Just to open my heart up to God, for surrender. My first lesson was learning to discern my own thoughts and the consequences of following them, good or bad. The second lesson was discerning the spirits influencing people, because every human being is influenced by something. They're influenced by spirits, whether compassion, kindness, love, jealousy, ambition, pride, or envy. And then came my hardest curse, betrayal. You see, betrayal carries a pain unlike anything else. When people you love and people you trust, they say one thing and then they do another, it cuts deep. It begins early, like the classmate who forgets you when you're no longer in the same class, or the friend who does you a favor only to weaponize it later. Those moments, they really hurt, but they teach. After more than 3 decades, I've come to see that what we experience in life are often manifestations of our innermost fears and desires. And the more honest you are with yourself, the more you understand this. Now, the beauty of discernment and intuition is in the benefits, the gifts. You see, these gifts, they make you a custodian of secrets and mysteries. They open up deeper knowledge. Cosmic truths that help you navigate life and also guide others in difficult situations. I still remember how proud I felt praying high-level prayers that were not common. But over time, the divine alignment sharpened me further, revealing deeper mysteries of how the universe works. Today, people say I keep a close circle, and that's true. My discernment is sharp. Within 24 to 72 hours of meeting people, I often receive downloads about why we cross paths, their intentions, their shadows, and even my blind spots. You see, sometimes I have the freedom to choose whether that relationship continues. Another time, God insists saying, you must align here. There are lessons to learn on both sides. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is the value of investing in the right relationships. About 20 years ago, I was offered a deal worth about $15,000, while my counterpart was offered $757,000, unknown to me, on that same project. It didn't make sense then, but God asked me to take it, and I obeyed. That single decision opened doors to relationships today that are worth more than gold deposits in India. Looking back, it wasn't about the money, it was about divine position and relationship capital. It becomes even more powerful when the Holy Spirit is involved, because He's the Father of spirits. He will whisper, yes, all your senses are screaming red flag. I know that this person will dupe you of your life savings, but what you will gain afterwards will make what you lost feel like a drop of water in the universe. Yes, it will hurt, but only for a moment. Or you may say, yes, that employee will add value, but it's going to be for a season. Or even sometimes it says, take that offer, go for that interview, go for that appointment. You see, I have many examples to buttress this point. I had a young staff whose mother practiced esoteric rituals, trying to tie me to endless favors for our son. And the divine revealed it to me. And I told him, send my regards to your mom. Tell her I'm already taking care of you. That's discernment in action, deliverance in a very different shape. And at the heart of it all, these gifts, they give you the power to set boundaries. Boundaries that regulate your emotional, mental, psychological, spiritual, and intellectual life. That is true balance. Even in quantum mechanics, everything holds because balance exists. Over the years, I've learned that discernment isn't about seeing through people. It's about aligning with God, the divine, investing in right relationships, building boundaries, and staying simple and childlike at heart. That's what gives you balance in every area of life.